All right, Scrappy's back. Drake. Yeah. So a friend, Greg, that I work with, that Scrappy knows, suggested that I listen to Flyleaf, All Around Me, and the song by Lacey Sturm, the lead singer from Flyleaf, Decree. They're both, I've already uploaded both of them. And I had a couple people list all kinds of stuff, and a couple people were like, how have you never heard this song before, or this music before? And it got me to the point where I had to explain on a couple videos that for a large chunk period of time, I did not experiment outside of a very finite comfort zone of grunge and thrash and heavy metal. And yes, this would be in that genre, but I didn't really listen to the radio much.
Right.
At a certain point, it was like I bought what I wanted, and I lived in those pockets. And most of the time when I found new music, it was live at a concert. So I'd heard of the band before. I couldn't. If you could have played 22 Flyleaf songs on the radio, I wouldn't be able to tell you who they were.
Right.
And then that All Around Me was pretty cool.
It is one of their more known songs. I think they're probably their most famous song is All Around Me.
The Decree was really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Greg sent me the Lacey Sturm story to watch. I still have not watched it. I've been explained a ton of information about her bout with near suicide and all this other stuff, and how she kind of decided not to, and all this. So I've heard pieces. I need to go back and actually watch it.
Going on that, this song actually kind of alludes to all of that. Basically,
so Scrappy had posted this on his Facebook thread, and I was like, we should react to this. He was like, let's do it. And that's when you and I were talking about the fact that this had that touched on that whole topic.
If to allude on it just a little bit, basically, I think when she was around 15, 16, she was just going through a really, really rough patch, and obviously, as you alluded to, she basically nearly took her life around that age. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where this song just emanates from, is the feeling of suicide, where she's even explained, like, it grew from just her own personal experience from that to, like, being the song just talking about how people in the world are just kind of sick, whether it just be through mental health, physical health, addiction, just anything negative in your life. You know, you're just sick of it. You want to basically find that cure. That's basically what the song is essentially screaming out loud.
That's where that's one of those things where I've never been in a position where I've considered suicide, but I know people who have. Mm-hmm. I know I've had friends that have committed suicide, and I know people that have said and told me that they would just don't want to be here anymore. Mm-hmm. And in some cases, they get to a point where they don't have the energy or the some of it's faith based, some of it's other issues, but some people just can't do it. Yeah. But they want to find a way to not be here.
Yeah. No,
that's got to be one of the worst possible feelings when you get so far low that you think that you'd be better off not being here.
I can say personally, from my personal experience, I do relate to this song a lot. Not going to try to reveal too much, but for most of my 20s up until now, most of my 20s, basically at 18 when I was going to college, I started experimenting with substances, and unfortunately that got me down a path that it spiraled so bad that, you know, through the help of a very few select people, I can confidently say that I'm still fighting like those demons and everything, but I'm about, let's say, give or take a little over 13 months clean off of all that, so I definitely understand the feeling of like just being so low and wanting to do that, and I've met a few people that have talked about it. I have heard of a few people that have done it. I'm glad to say that, you know what, if anyone's just going through it, it gets better. Trust me. It's not easy, but it gets better.
All right, so we're going to get into this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to get into this.
Oh, yeah.
And made me think of another song I'm going to do with you. We might do it after this and then call it a night. Anyway, so this is I'm So Sick by Flyleaf, the official music video. And I've never heard it. Obviously, he has. That's been the kind of the routine we've done one of us plays something, the other one has no clue what they're going to hear.
Right.
Here we go.
I will break into thoughts with what's written on my heart. I will break. I'm so sick and infected with where I live. Let me live with all things empty bliss, selfishness. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. If you want more of this, we can push out, sell out, die out. So you'll shut up and stay soothing with my screaming and your itching ears. I'm so sick and infected with where I live. Let me live with all things empty bliss, selfishness. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I'm screaming.
Okay, this is not a long track. Lyrically, we had a conversation about people misjudging songs based on first glance.
Right.
And the couple things we talked about, I don't understand how anyone could take this for anything other than what it is.
It to me, I don't want to go too far into it, but it's just I just feel like more people want to like kind of like make the song more about themselves versus actually looking at what the message is being put out. And
It's
especially-
obvious that she's going through shit.
yeah, it's like the lyrics. I want to live without this empty bliss, selfishness, is so powerful, and it clearly tells you what it's talking about. Because in my perspective, like at the tail end of me doing everything that I was doing, I wanted to stop, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't, and it took a couple of really hard conversations and arguments and just purely like to a degree like almost an ultimatum from one person to like be like either you change or I'm out.
Yeah, the vocal screams at the beginning of this are pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's got a pretty interesting range, and she's got a very strange vocal cadence, the way she sings. I need to watch the Lacey Sturm thing to see if there's interviews where she's just talking, to see what kind of voice, what her regular voice sounds like, because it's almost like she's got. Was she foreign?
I don't believe so, because she's actually from, I think, if I know Nick or our buddy Nick told me this.
She's from the US?
She's from I think Temple.
Oh, so she's from Texas.
She's from Texas.
Okay.
Like the band is based out of Texas.
So
she's just very, very, I think in interviews that I've seen, very, very soft spoken. Like you kind of almost have to put the volume up a little bit because
I get that, but I mean, her vocal style and the way she enunciates her words while singing,
it's very interesting.
you have to like really be listening to catch what she's saying. It's where it's cool that it has the lyrics on the bottom, but still. Anyway, I like it.
Oh yeah,
It is. It's
a great
cool.
song.
And it's heavy. I like heavy. Let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
I'm screaming at you're heading to it now. Hear it. I'm screaming at you. Tremble at the sound. You sink into my clothes. They say
Okay, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's like the at the end, like her singing "I'm so sick" with then coming with the guttural like scream. It's almost like that dark side's just coming out as just like, all right, you're done. I'm taking over now.
Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Very
So
nice. I like this. I now understand why you had your little.
yeah,
We'll talk more off camera about it.
Oh yeah, but
If you are Flyleaf fans or Lacey Sturm fans and you have any suggestions for us on new music or more stuff down this rabbit hole, let us know either with Lacey Sturm herself or Flyleaf. You got anything?
no, that's about it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this.
I did. I liked it. Flyleaf is pretty cool. I'm like my buddy Joey in Atlanta. I posted it on my Facebook page when I did the first song, All Around Me. And he's like, first of all, how do you not know this song? He's like, where have you been? And this is a guy. We'll talk about it, but
Yeah.
he's like, where? What? Anyway, thank you for being here, everybody. Drake, Scrappy, like, subscribe, comment, and if you comment, let us know what you thought and what you want to see, and we'll do our best to comply.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next time.